I guess I wonder how that makes you a different dad now, to be more present and all that stuff. I mean, you don't want to be that. You don't want to have your kid have the same life as you, right?
No, and that's actually something I think about quite often, and it's funny in this particular situation on the CD. There's another song about it's a little bit more direct about the same situation, but no, I think about it all the time, and I try to make sure that I am going to be here, and at the moment I'm doing a real good job of it, I think, and it's just making sure that I'm here for my little boy and I spend time with him, and things are going to get tougher as he gets older, but I'm there's I'm certainly not like any of those that I'm pointing fingers at. Let's put it that way, and I've made a very conscious decision to never become that way, and just to kind of stay a little bit more laid back and just not get angry, and the way to not get angry is to play a lot of golf and not get really pissed off when your score sucks, because you just realize that you suck and it's just a game. But it's just it's a similar thing. You just stay calm. Things will work themselves out, and just try to make sure that I am not that person that I'm writing songs about.
Well, and maybe that's part of it too, is writing songs about that stuff, and yeah, you're conjuring up junk, but maybe you're also purging junk, so.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Music is an art form. Art forms a release. it's a way of getting that stuff out and out of your soul, and emptying it and leaving room for new stuff to fill it up.
Well, and the thing that I think when I became a dad was, how could you, and I'm not saying I have treated my kids good all the time. I was not the perfect dad, no way, no how. But there are times when I kind of look at people, like I heard some woman today in a store go, I am so sick of your bitching about this. And I'm in like a craft store buying some leather stuff, and I'm going like, it was just so depressing, because I could tell she was just a no fun mom, right?
Yeah.
And I just go, I never did that to my kids in public, and I never would. I'm not saying I didn't think it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've thought about trading mine in for a bunny rabbit at some point in time.
Right.
He's like, man, you are killing me. You have got to stop. Whatever you're doing, just cut it out. But at the end of the day, I love him more than anything, and it's funny because until he was about 6 or 7 months old, and I think everybody kind of goes through this. He was just this thing that was there, and he was. He was crapping and pissing and eating all the food. That's about all he was doing. It's like, I was like, and I turned to my wife and said, he's really not much fun right now.
Nice.
I said, I hate to be honest, but he's not much fun right now at all.
Right.
And then, one day I'm feeding him and he just stops and pulls it away and just smiles at me. And I'm like, man, you can't do that. You're sucking me in. And ever since then, it's when they start interacting with you and calling you daddy and running to you and hugging you. And although I hate it, I like it when he cries when I drop him off at school, because I know he loves me and he misses me. It's just like, I'll be back, man. I'll be back in a few hours.
Yeah, I guess that's when I learned what true unconditional love was, because I think my kids could become mass murderers and I would still love them somehow. That sounds pretty morbid, but